What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video, we're going to be doing some summon pulls. I'm going to talk about something that happened over the course of this fusion. I think I made a pretty big mistake, and honestly, I don't even know where it happened, but we'll go over it in this video and how I will plan to fix my mistake. So stay tuned. All right, first, let's quickly talk about the ongoing Thor fusion that we're trying to complete here and what exactly is going on. So on Friday, that's today, there is the summon rush that just opened up. As expected, the summon rush was 3,000 points to complete the fragments. That's totally expected on my part. From what I've researched, it was about 3,000 points. So that's not an issue. What is an issue is that on my main account, I somehow missed 25 fragments. So I'm at 225. I've missed 25 somehow. I have no idea where it went, but it's been a really busy week for me in terms of real life. I've been definitely neglecting some things and going to bed early and kind of just forgetting about like raid and timers and all that stuff. So I did, I managed 2 accounts. I broke down what I've done up until this point. So you can see the green is one account, the red is the other account. So on the red one is my main account. I somehow missed one event. I assume it must be the champion training event. I think I left it too late. I was probably right at the cusp of it and I maybe missed it because I fell asleep. That's probably what happened. But anyways, this rarely ever happens because I'm usually pretty diligent about it. But obviously running 2 accounts and then being super busy in real life and then just being so tired you can't even play raid anymore. You just go to sleep. So I probably missed a timer for the champion train or one of these events, but I'm out of one event. And for my main account, for my alt account, my second account, I'm fully caught up. I've done every single event. So for my alt account, I will be pulling for the summon rush this video. And the way I'm going to fix it for the main account, the red account, is basically I will be going for the secondary summon rush here. So this one, it's going to be 50 fragments, right? 50 fragments. It's good. It's good that's here because it allows people that missed an event to catch up. But we know that the summon rush will be obviously shards. It's going to be probably not too friendly for most people. Obviously, they can't, some people don't have shards, right? So they can't really catch up. But at least it gives you an option. And for me, I have lots of shards, so it's no problem for me. My hope is that this summon rush will follow the previous summon rushes from the hybrid fusion. So the previous bonus summon rush, the third summon rush, is usually 3,000 for the first 25, and then it was 5.5 for the second 25. So you're actually getting a small discount here on the second half. So in this case, it's a better deal doing this completely for 50 fragments instead of doing, for example, 25 here and then doing the first 25 here, because you're paying actually 3,000 and then 3,000 as opposed to 3,000 and then 5,500 for a total of 50 instead of paying 6,000 for a total of 50 fragments. Hope that makes sense. But basically that's what I'm going to do on my main account. I'm going to commit to the last summon rush. I'm going to go for the full 50 fragments, and it allowed me to skip this summon rush that we currently have going on right now. In any event, I have to finish every single other event. I can't miss anything else. But it is a pretty big mistake. I wasn't really planning to miss any events, but it just makes it a little bit less flexible in terms of what I can do with the events that I can skip and whether I wanted to participate in the summon rush or not. So it's a little bit of a fumble on my part, and obviously it's a little concerning when you start fumbling events like that. But you know what? You're human, you make mistakes. So I'm just laying it out for you guys. I make mistakes too. But anyways, like I said, I'm not going to be pulling on my main account here. I got 61 sacreds. I'm ready to go for the upcoming summon rush after this one, but we will be pulling on my alt account today. So let's jump into that. All right, hopping over to the alt account here. So it's all ready to go. We've finished every single event up until this point. So we're all good. What is going on? We have a progressive event going on. I went over this in another video. It's actually a pretty good, group here. Every one of these champions are good in their own right. Yeah, it's it's really up to preference. I mean, you had Elva here, who's really good, just like a good generalist. Whenever people have been asking me in my comments which one I would pick for like an early game player, I kind of suggested Elva just because she has a little bit of everything. She has a revive. The cleanse is actually really nice, especially early game. You're not going to get good cleansers often. She has the speed aura, which is generally just good. And then obviously the revive and stuff like that. Healing's also good. The other one that's actually really good is Pythion, but Pythion brings a less, relevant early game aura. But he brings the team revive, which is really good, as well as a cleanse. He also has bigger base stats than Elva, which maybe makes him easier to build, for example. And he's generally pretty good everywhere as well. Ancora is more of a, arena specialist. However, she can do some pretty good stuff in Hydra, but maybe not for super early game players. Kaja is just kind of like a mix of everything, and she's good too. And Molly's probably like the slightly worse one, but Molly's good in all areas that early game players care about anyways. Waves, arena, she's good in Hydra. Just generally good champion too. She just doesn't bring like a cleanse, right? Like all four of these guys bring cleanses, and then these epics are just solid epics. So anyways, I'm going to be pulling sacreds here because they're the most worthwhile in terms of points. I'm going to pull 6 on this account. In terms of what I really want on this account, I think I have one of each. So it just depends which faction guardian I would want. Let me just double check. All right, so I went and took a quick look at my faction guardians, and it's going to be between Ancora and Pythion. And then basically the tiebreaker was whether whether I would benefit more from having Lizardman, Faction Guardian, or Knight Revenant. Since I run Narcies on my second account, Ancora would give a little bit of a stat boost for Narcies, so I'm going to go with Ancora as the dupe that I want to get if I were to pull one of these. Keep in mind that these progressive events are like pretty much a scam. The odds of you pulling your desired champion on a 15x is about 7% for obviously non-void legendaries. I'm going to go with Ugo just for the empowerment possibility. But yeah, it's a bit of a scam, but it is what it is. We're pulling for the Summon Rush. Going to pull 6 here, so let's get right to it. Unfortunately, no RSL helper here, so we don't know our Mercy. But only 6% chance, so definitely not expecting much. 2. Hopefully you guys have... Oh, really? We got gold here? Oh, what? Roxam. Okay. Roxam? Does he... Man, is this guy my 3rd Roxam on this account? Oh, I was not expecting gold, actually. So, yeah, I'm happy. Why not? I haven't really found super good use for him. I think he's a damage dealer with some CC in his... Yeah, he's having some CC in his kit, right? He has, like, what? Stun and Sleep, Turn Meter Fill, Veil. Yeah, he does run Veil stuff. AoE here, decrease defense and weaken. While not under Veil. Oh, yeah, while not under Veil, he's only going to be attacking a single champion. So that's, yeah. Places block debuff, strengthen, continuous heal whenever they're Veil. So this guy really needs Veil help. Unfortunately for Lizards, I think, yeah, I guess you could run him with like, I don't know, Duchess or something. That would be pretty good. Increase attack as well would be good for him. His A1 has a chance to give him Veil, 60%. Okay, so at least he can Veil himself, which is actually an okay. I think I run him as a 60 with no masteries in my faction wars. Ah, dang it, he's my 3rd one. Dang it, that feels not so good. But hey, we got Lego on 2 shards, can't really complain. So yeah, let's keep going here. We only pulled 2, so we got to pull 4 more. Whoa, back to back, no way! Back to back, oh my goodness, no way! That's unreal. Actually unbelievable, because it's only 6% chance of pulling a legendary. I mean, these are some pretty bad a dupe Adolin for Bannerlords. Get this, on my alt account, my Bannerlords is like full, and on my main account, which has Taras and is one of my main champions, my Bannerlords is empty. So it's like pretty freaking sad, right? So Adolin is a login champion we had recently. Like people are slamming her because you know she's kind of like one of the worst login champions or whatever. But I mean, she has some use, right? She has some use. She has the sleep. She has decreased speed, decreased attack. Decreased speed is actually like pretty good, of course. The biggest knock against her is like not really that her kit is that bad. I don't think her kit is that bad, but I just don't like that she is a legendary, and she's kind of targeted at early game players because obviously she was a free login champion. So players might feel obligated to use her and then book her out. I don't like that she needs books to be useful, kind of, because she doesn't have a 100% chance to sleep. She needs the books. And putting legendary books into this champion with basically like an epic kit, I think, is just not really good for new players. But she definitely can find some use. She's mostly like Sand Devil targeted, but of course that's kind of where she was like advertised to be in. Not too bad of a champion. I got her to work with the Brimstone. She was given with the free 5-star Brimstone if you guys were logging in at that time. With Brimstone, I was able to get her to solo Shogun 25 with food, but I found that the build didn't work perfectly all the time. So even with insane gear, it wasn't like a perfect build or anything like that. So definitely could be refined further, but there we go. We got a dupe for her. We got 2 more shards to go. Wow. I usually, don't see back-to-back too often, but back-to-back on a non-2x boost, that's pretty nice. Last shard. Oh, actually, we got 2 more shards. Okay, come on. Maybe we can pull 1 more for the cameras here. Yeah, I think we got 1 more to go. All right, 1 more to go. Man, that's nice. Oh my god, unbelievable! Holy cow, the luck is insane! Oh my god, we pulled 3 legendaries on 6 shards off of a 2x, so only 6% chance. Somebody do the math for me in the comments, please. Somebody do math, do the probability for me. 6% chance over 6 instances. What is the probability of hitting 3? Unbelievable. Again, like Arman's is a dupe, but I mean, I could build a second one for a tag team. He's just an insane champion, probably the best fusion of all time because he can actually be used in PvE content and just dominate with the AoE stun. And in Arena, we all know how ridiculously good he is. Yeah, with that, with the AoE stun and strip and then the sheep. Just ridiculous champion. For a fusion, he's incredible. Having a dupe, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I probably will not build him out. Unfortunately, we do have a maxed out, maxed out already. Yeah, we do have a dupe here, dupe Arman's. Pretty maxed out Barbarian Faction Guardians. So no help there. And then Banner Lords, yeah, we're maxed out too. So even the second Aidlins, no help here as well. So a little bit unfortunate, but obviously I'm not complaining with 3 Legos in 6. But that kind of shows you how, what the luck is for pulling these progressive champions, right? I pulled 3 champions. I didn't get the progressive. It went from 15 to 20 to 25. So if you guys pulled the progressive, congratulations. You're definitely ahead of the curve there. But anyways, guys, let me know how you guys are doing on the Thor fusion first of all, and if you guys pulled anything cool in this summit event. Like I said, these rates are pretty outrageous. I've never seen something like this. 3 Legos in 6 shards, non-boosted. Definitely don't expect that. I was straight up expecting nothing. And instead I get 3 Legos, but not really that helpful. But still, 3 Legos, cannot complain. Super happy about that. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Appreciate your time as always. Have a great Friday. Have a great start to your weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video.